They were 5 friends, worked every day in a remote forest area. The path to their work site passed through lonely roads, mountains, and thick trees. One evening, as they were returning home, they smelled something delicious in the air. The smell of fresh food cooking in the forest. Following the aroma, they found a small dhaba, roadside food hut, run by a woman they had never seen before. She was calm, silent, and strangely smiling without blinking. "Come, children, food is ready." The 5 friends were hungry, so they sat down to eat. The food tasted unbelievably good, better than anything they had eaten in their life. After eating, each of them went one by one behind the dhaba to wash their hands. But none of them returned, because the moment they stepped behind the hut, something strong grabbed them, and a whispering voice, one by one, all 5, and dragged to an open field in the middle of the forest. There, they all fell asleep as if drugged, all except one, Mani. Mani had woken up before the devil realized it. He kept his eyes half closed, pretending to sleep. What he saw next, he would never forget: a forest devil. She began preparing food again, but this time Mani saw something horrifying. The chickens and goats near the trees walked by themselves toward the cooking vessel, as if hypnotized. No one was killing them. They were sacrificing themselves. The devil began chanting a strange mantra. Kal Bhojan, Atma De, Sharir De. With every chant, her body grew stronger. Then she turned to the unconscious men. Mani watched in terror as the devil picked up the first man, swallowed him whole, bones and all. Then the second, then the third, then the fourth. She ate them one by one, chanting the same mantra after each feast. Mani's heart was beating out of his chest. And now she was coming toward him. Just when she was about to recite the mantra to consume him, Mani remembered something. When she chanted earlier, he had memorized the mantra perfectly. So before she could begin, Mani shouted the same mantra loudly. The devil screamed. The mantra turned her own power against her. Her body began burning. Fire erupted from inside her. She roared, "No, this is my mantra!" But Mani continued chanting louder and louder until finally the devil exploded into ash. Silence fell across the forest. It began with the sound of glass breaking. A small bottle slipped from a table and shattered on the cold floor. A glowing green liquid spread slowly across the tiles, sliding quietly into the drain that led straight to the river outside. No one noticed. No one stopped it. That single drop was enough to end the world. By morning, the river glowed faintly beneath the clouds. Children played in it. Villagers drank from it. And by nightfall, everything changed. The dogs howled first, then silence, then the screams. People stumbled through the streets, shaking violently, their veins turning black, their eyes pale. Some fell, only to stand up again, their bodies twisted, their mouths hungry. The infection spread faster than thought. Neighbors attacked neighbors. Families turned on each other. Every scream became part of one endless cry. Within days, the village was gone. The world was gone. Far from the chaos inside the same lab, 2 men sat in silence. They watched it all unfold. The fires, the panic, the end. But they weren't innocent. They were the ones who made the serum. 2 scientists, 2 friends, who wanted to control life and death. Their greed had turned creation into destruction. Now they were the last survivors, trapped in their own nightmare. On a metal table lay a single glowing pill, the antivirus. It could heal the world, restore life. But it required one thing, a host. Whoever took it would die. One man wanted to save the world, the other wanted to keep the pill, to live as the last human on Earth. The fight began. Tables overturned, glass shattered, machines exploded, blood mixed with chemicals. They fought until the lab shook, until only one remained standing. Bleeding, gasping, he crawled to the table, picked up the pill, and looked at it one last time, and swallowed it. Light burst through his body. It spread across the lab, then through the sky, then across the entire world. The undead froze, the air cleared, the rivers turned blue again, and the earth began to breathe. It was a silent night, the kind where even the wind forgets to move. A full moon hung above the forest. A young man, around 25, stood there alone, waiting. But no train had come for hours. The air was cold, the fog thick. Everything felt wrong. Then, breaking the silence, came a faint whistle. From deep within the mist, a light appeared, dim, trembling. An old train slowly rolled into the station, creaking and hissing as if dragging memories of another time. There was no one inside, no passengers, no conductor. Still, the man stepped in. The doors closed by themselves, and the train began to move. Inside, the lights flickered weakly. The seats were empty, dusty. The only sound was the rhythm of the wheels. Click-clack, click-clack. But after a few moments, he noticed something. At the last seat of the coach, two people were sitting silently. He was sure no one had been there before. He blinked, rubbed his eyes. But they were real. As time passed, they seemed to move closer. Every time he looked back, they were one row ahead. The air turned colder. His heartbeat quickened. Then suddenly, they were gone. He turned around and froze. The two figures were now sitting right in his seat, their faces pale, eyes empty, staring straight ahead. Panic took over. He rushed to the emergency chain and pulled it, but the train sped up instead. The sound of wheels roared through the night. The fog outside turned into streaks of light. The ghosts started moving toward him, slowly, without a sound. Then, with a loud screech, the train stopped. He fell, gasping, and stumbled outside. When he turned back, the train had vanished into thin air. He stood alone beside the tracks, trembling. Then, two villagers appeared. They told him,
"In this place, every full moon day, there will be a train passing with a boy inside, but there are no train tracks or train..."
That every full moon night, a ghost train passes through this forest. But there are no railway tracks here anymore. He looked up, and the villagers were gone. He looked down and saw the tracks beneath his feet fading away, too. The forest was silent again. Only the echo of a train whistle floated through the mist, a train that no longer exists. To watch more scary videos, please subscribe and comment subscribed, and also like the video.